gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Top of the morning. Happy hump day to each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. It is Good Morning Raider Nation Live Podcast. Today, we are going to talk about the gamble the Raiders should make during the draft. As you see by the thumbnail, there's very many different directions this team can go when it comes to next week. One of them being moving up to get CJ Stroud. If you don't move up, do you stay put? Do you trade back? The other names that have been mentioned that you can be in the mix for, of course, is Witherspoon at corner and defensive tackle Carter. The Carter nobody wants. But hey, maybe the Raiders want him. Maybe he's there at 7, and the Raiders go ahead and gamble and take him. Or maybe we trade back and go after Witherspoon. There's a lot of different things that this Raider team can do to get better. Like I said, the good thing is that if you want to look at both sides of the coin, the good thing is the Raiders have a lot of need on defense, and this is a defensive deep draft. The bad thing is the Raiders have a lot of needs on defense. It is what it is. We have a lot of holes to go ahead and fill, but the draft is where you want to go ahead and address these issues. But yeah, those are just three of the players that the Raiders, you know what I mean, the names that are floating out attached to the Raiders as far as who we're interested in, who we are willing to move up to grab, who we are willing to grab if we stay at 7, you know what I mean, is a gamble. Who are we ready to gamble on? We don't know. So we can't wait until next week. We got exactly 1 week and 1 day before round 1 happens next week for the draft. Bruh, it's like motherfucking Christmas. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's like motherfucking Christmas. I want to know what we got that's gonna be unwrapped from underneath the tree. What the fuck we getting for the Raiders, man, to make this team great, to make this team better, to get us into contention for playoffs and eventually Super Bowl runs. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. B. Al, the man. Thank you for pulling up. For real, for real. Ozzy in the building, man. Tops to you. Egalitarian 207 in the building. Eugene Powell, what is the deal, man? Salute to you. I know y'all hear the voice, man. I still be coughing and shit, but I know I'm at the end of the cold because usually this is what happens to me. Like when my body gets heated, I break out. Sometimes I break out like a little a cough attack, just get to coughing and shit, and that's where I'm at right now. So I know I'm at the tail end. So by this weekend, this is Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This weekend I should be good. I can't wait till the fight Saturday though. Shout out to everybody out there. Alfredo, the boss with the sauce, man. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. I'm not gonna be on too long tonight, y'all. I gotta try to give me some tea, some rest. I gotta bounce back, man, because I know I'm gonna be yelling like a motherfucker Saturday night watching these fights. But yes indeed. Who else we got in here? Lateef Cooks, what is the deal, man? I would trade back too. If there's multiple targets we have on the board at 7 when 7 arrives, and we know we could trade back and still get one of them if we consider them to be neck and neck, trade back, get more picks. And just because you get more picks don't mean you have to pick players with all those picks. Those will give you ammunition later on in the draft if somebody's right before you get the pick and you want to try to get them, or if you want to jump back into the round you just came out of, you can package some shit up and get right back into it. You know what I mean? We got to address this every way possible. And be able to function and move in this draft the same way. Either we can move up when we want to, we can stand still if we want to, and we can trade back if we want to. That's the key, to be able to maneuver like that in the draft. Like, you have enough assets to really make shit happen, rather than let shit happen by coming to you. Hey, make shit happen. If you feel like there's a player that you really, really need to make this team better, but in order to get them, you got to trade up. Or if you think you can still achieve getting that player by trading back, fuck it. That's what I'm saying. That we're in a good position. I don't believe Ziegler and them is going to reach. I believe they're going to grab the best available of need. But it's just nice to be able to have the luxury to either move up, move back, stand still. You know what I mean? We got assets. We got assets for real. North Cal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Tops to you. Yes, sir. Who else we got? We got Raider Syndicate in the building. Alfredo. Mike G in the building, man. Tops to you, my brother. Raiders Critique is in the building, man. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too long this morning. I'll probably do 30 minutes, man. Try to get me some tea, get something hot on my throat. Pause. Mike, don't come up with no joke for no hot on my throat shit. Get some tea and hit and go to bed, man. I try to get as much sleep as I can, dude, because I don't want to be sick this weekend. This shit is lingering. It's not lingering. I know I'm at the tail end, because all the signs that when I do get sick, whenever that is here. So I'm knowing, okay, we're almost at the end of it. But this is the part that I hate, because like I said, I'll start breaking out in cough attacks. My body start getting hot. Next thing you know, I just get to just coughing and shit. Oh my God, get this shit over with. You feel me? Tired of this bullshit. No, not bull milk. Man, I don't even want to laugh. Yeah, man. But yeah, the Raiders do 2 red rings. What's the deal, man? You know what's better than, look, I can't even go through my spiel like I want to. Shout out to you though, my brother. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the Raiders do have options. I just can't wait to see what they're gonna do. We can sit here and speculate all day. Oh, the Raiders, and I'll be here. And people stop fucking every time a motherfucking player pop up talking about they want to be traded. Oh, the Raiders should get them. What the fuck we gonna use to get them? If we got $4 million under the cap and fucking Buda Baker making fucking $13 million, what the fuck is we gonna do? The fuck we gonna do? Come on, man. Every time a motherfucker asks for a trade or get released, oh, the Raiders. We are not building this team through free agency or a fucking trade. Facts. It's out of the horse's mouth. This team will be built through the draft, the way it is intended to be done. That is why we have a draft every year, for teams that are not that great to be at the top of the list, to grab the best available talent to build their team with. Stop thinking we're going to build this shit through free agency. Motherfucker, that shit. Look at the Rams. What the Rams do? They traded and they free agent signings, got a Super Bowl. Now what are they doing? They got to strip that shit butt-ass naked and get dressed all over again. Come on, man. That's not what this motherfucking regime is doing. We're not stripping down butt naked and rebuilding all over again if we do win a Super Bowl. we're going to have longevity. We're going to have these young players that's going to be under 5-year deals from the first round and 4-year deals from the rest. They're going to stick together. They're going to be around each other. The whole defense is going to be one as a unit because they're going to have that constant of playing with each other, knowing the tendencies of each other, and having each other's back. That's how you build shit. That's how you build shit. And they're doing it the right way. I'm not mad. I mean, I know the process you got to go to get there. Fuck it. If we can go through this process and that is going at the end of it, it's going to be like, now we're done building it. Look at us now. We're in contention for Super Bowls every fucking year. Like the early 2000s. Y'all remember that shit? Early 2000s, we had older people. We got free agents and shit like that. You know what I mean? We went that route with it. But we had that window. We had that 3-year window. 3 years. And what happened? Oh, the Baltimore Ravens, AFC Championship. You know what I mean? The New England Patriots, Tuck Rule, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneer Super Bowl. That was 3 years in a row. We were in contention for 3 years in a row. Now, if that team was built through the draft, they'd probably be still in contention after that with these young players on the team. But we had Gannon and Rice and Tim Brandt. We were old. That was an old-ass fucking team. But you were old with a lot of stars that were in the twilight of their career. So they had more juice left than just an average player of the NFL because these were elite players of the NFL at one time. The Romanowskis and them. The Charles Woodsons. You know what I mean? Charles Woodson was in his prime. But after he couldn't get a contract, what did he do? He went to Green Bay. You know, after everything was said and done, what did Tim Brown do? He went to Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? So there are many ways of doing shit. Some shit you can do and be in contention overnight, but after you win it, stripping that motherfucker down afterwards. Look at the Rams. Look how the Rams have, 2 years ago they won the Super Bowl? Now everything must go. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be in that predicament. We're trying to win a Super Bowl and still be young enough to come back and do it again and again and again and again. But you got to build this team through the draft. I see what they're doing. Yes, sir. So just all they got to do is hit on their draft picks. That's all we ask for. Yes, indeed. Ray Love, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Frankie Sanchez in the building. Yeah, we got to kill it in the draft. We got ample opportunity to do so too. That's the beauty of it. It's not like there's one position we're desperate at and we're gonna fuck around and reach for it. Nope. Like I said, man, it is what it is. I think the stars are aligned for this regime, Ziegler, Champ Kelly, to knock this draft out the park. I'm telling you, I believe that's what's gonna happen. When next week come, watch what I tell you. You're gonna start seeing as many mock drafts as we've been doing. Hey, and to the people that's the member of the channel, I got a 3-round mock draft for you. Dope as fuck. Dope as fuck. The way that shit unrolled. But back to what I'm saying. After everything is said and done, I guarantee you a lot of names that we done heard going on through these mock drafts, we're gonna see as Raiders. There's not gonna be anybody that they're gonna take that we're gonna. You know what I mean? There's not gonna be that owl syndrome. Who do we pick? No, they're gonna draft people. We're gonna be like, are you fucking serious? Let's go. Like the Canseys and the Witherspoons and the Gonzalez's and the Carters. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be Breeze, Campbell's. There's gonna be names that we know that this team is gonna fucking grab. And here's the thing that I really look forward to is, since we're not going to reach, who will the teams be that will? Because there will be teams to reach to force other shit to us that we thought wasn't even going to be there. There's gonna be teams reaching. I'm telling you, there's gonna be teams reaching. And it's gonna force something right in our laps, and we gonna take it, and motherfuckers gonna be like, are you fucking serious? We just got such and such? Yes. I guarantee you, we're gonna have a couple of those this draft. We're gonna grab motherfuckers that wasn't even supposed to be there when we drafted and got them. I don't care if it's second, third, fourth, fifth round. There's gonna be players that we're gonna grab that weren't supposed to be there and fall that far, but due to teams reaching, is gonna force these motherfuckers right into our lap. And I'm telling you, it's a win-win scenario. Let the other motherfuckers reach. You know what I mean? I just hope the Raiders got their draft board ready. They got good value on the names they have on it. And when this draft kicks off next week, bam. If we go down this list and start knocking these motherfuckers as we go, and then maneuver, maybe we move up, maybe we move back, but still get good quality players, that's all we can ask for. That's it. That is it. How long will it take to build through the draft? Well, look, two red rings. Here's a combination of that question. I'm assuming out of 12 draft picks, and the offense has already been addressed, right? See, this is why I say this. This is not a typical rebuild. Usually when you rebuild with a new regime, you're rebuilding everything. The offense is done. The offense only needed a couple of tweaks, right? The offense is done. You will get offensive players in this draft. But my assumption is that out of the draft picks we have, I feel 75% of the draft picks will be defense, 25% will be offense. That's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? But if you look at the offense, it's done. It's done. We took look how many fucking wide receivers we got now. Motherfuckers saying, we got 11 wide receivers? And after the season, we only had 2 under contract? See, that's what a lot of people fail to realize. We're looking at, but you're not adding no big names. You don't need no big names. The fuck you need big? We got Devontae Adams and Renfro. What the fuck you trying to do? And you went out there and got a Jacoby Myers who knows this system, who is still in his prime, coming off an 800-yard receiving season with the Patriots last year. He was productive. 800 yards this man had. Now you're coming back into a system of a familiar system with a quarterback that's familiar to the system and everybody else that's around you that has at least, at the minimum, 1 year experience in this offense. So the offense is done. So let's move on from the offense. Everything is set. We know who's starting. We know who's going. We know Cole Miller, Andre James, Illuminor. We know this. Josh Jacobs, even though he's not coming to camp, which he ain't the only motherfucker doing that shit, but he still got franchise tag. And I would not be surprised if he did get moved during the draft. The whole league has a certain way of how they look upon running backs. Running backs are a short-lived asset in the NFL. You're only good for about 4 years, and then it's time to find the next motherfucking one. That's just it. Always been like that. Come on now, we can look through how many running backs have the Raiders had? I mean, come on. We talk about when we had Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen, but Marcus Allen got benched because him and Allen was funking. Come on, bro. We always been and didn't let him go, and he went to Kansas City. Shit don't stop. This shit gonna keep. It's a revolving door. One running back comes in, another one goes out. That's just how it goes. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about running backs in the NFL. They not. Why? You know how many fucking running backs hit the fucking draft? Do you know how many of them are serviceable? Come on. So it's like, I would not be surprised if shit, motherfucker, you don't want to come to the motherfucker, you don't want to come to camp. That's not a good sign. Because you don't have a trade clause. the Raiders can trade you to any team they want to, even a team that sucks ass, and then you'll go to purgatory for the rest of your career until it's time to retire. Sometimes you just got to be able to play ball. Sometimes you got to negotiate. I know you don't like the franchise tag, but these motherfuckers got until July 15th, I think it is, before they even have to have you sign the franchise tag. But you got to remember, the franchise tag was created to help the franchises. It wasn't made to help the players. How many franchise tag did Cousins play with in Minnesota? Didn't they hit him 2-3 times? Kept bringing his ass back. We ain't had to give him a big dollar. They gave him a contract later on, but they kept hitting him with the franchise tag. You know what I mean? So it's a business thing, and like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they did move him. You can't move Renfrow right now. It's gonna fuck your cap off as far as dead money. You can't move Renfrow till after June 1st. The draft is over before the end. You know what I mean? The draft is gonna be over on the 29th of this month. So you can't move on. You can't even trade the motherfucking Renfrow and get relief. You only can trade him after June 1st. You gotta wait till the end. And I think that's a good case scenario, because what if you go into the draft and say you find a slot in the draft that he killing Renfrow. That's why everybody keep naming that Flowers dude. Flowers, hey, don't be surprised. There was a reason why the Raiders brought him in to talk to him. They're not moving on from nobody unless they know for certain that they can. And that's in Josh Jacobs as well. Come on now, you went out and drafted 2 running backs last year in the draft. Why you do that? Just because you was bored? No. And you stashed Sincere McCormick on the injured list? Bruh, you got 3 running backs already. Young motherfuckers that no more than a year in the game. Come on now. These motherfuckers, a lot of these teams do running back by committee anyway. You don't have a motherfuckers carrying 30, 35 carries a game. Because when that motherfucker go down, then what happens? What happens if they get hurt? Ask the Giants. Ask the Giants what happened when they lost their running back. What happened? What happened then? Nothing. Because there wasn't a running back behind him that was just as good. Come on now. I think you kind of hurt yourself with having a mainstay running back that gets all the carries. Because if they go down, what you gonna do? Ain't nobody else been getting no burn because all the carries been going to him. But if you had it by committee and you got more than one running back getting carries, and one of those motherfuckers go down, it don't skip a beat because everybody else been getting their reps in live action. That's just the nature of the beast. I like Josh Jacobs, but bruh, you've been in the silver and black for 4 years. That's usually on the average of when running backs are finished playing in the NFL after 4 years. You know what I mean? But we'll see how it play out. You know what I mean? If everybody say, we need to re-sign him. Okay, then what is Josh Jacobs? What is his value? What do you think he deserves to make per year? What do you think Josh Jacobs' contract should be? Because I'm telling you, none of these running backs who are free agents right now are going to sign until they see the first running back get the bag. And if that first running back gets a bag, and there's some out there that's trying to get it, if they squeeze $16 million a year, you don't give Josh Jacobs $16 million a year. I'm sorry. We just can't do that. Now, we can find a team that will and get something in return. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fire-ass draft for real, Purdy. Now we just got to be patient and wait and see how it unfolds. We've been talking about it all this time. We've been talking about it. Mock draft after mock draft after mock draft. And now this is our final weekend coming up until we get down with the real deal Holyfield. Thursday night, round 1. Friday night, round 2 and 3. Saturday morning, round 4 through 7. Let's go. I'm ready. I've been analyzing picks. I've been listening to mock drafts and getting other people's perspective, and then doing my own mock draft. And I'm ready now. Sometimes you get to the point where okay, I'm done. It's like eating at a buffet. You get to a point where you're stuffed. All right, you're stuffed. Okay, I'm done eating. I know I can eat as much as I want to, but I'm fucking finished. You know, I tap out. Okay, well that's what I'm about right now with this motherfucking mock draft and all this other shit. Because I'm ready to see exactly not what we think we gonna do. I'm ready to see what the fuck we do. Doo-doo Brown. You know what I mean? The Raider Room, what is the deal? Yeah, it's a small raise, but see, as a player, you figure on a franchise tag, right? And it's fully guaranteed, 10 mil. But what if you get hurt? What if he tears an Achilles or an ACL? What does his next bag look like? Most likely it's going to be less than what he could get, right? So it's about investing in yourself. You are your brand. And if anything happens to that brand, whether it's off the field or on the field, it's going to deduct from what your potential earnings can be. So that's why you want to make sure that you don't want to play on a franchise tag, because anything can happen on a franchise tag. If you get hurt, now you become devalued. It's like buying a car, and as soon as you drive it off the lot, it depreciates. That's what's going to happen to a player on a franchise tag that gets injured. He's going to depreciate. He's no longer going to be looked at because at his age, and he said out of his own mouth that he wants to retire by the age of 30. If that's the case, doing the math, you only got about 4 years left. What's Josh Jacobs, 26? So you're one good contract away, and that's that one good 4-year deal, and that's it for you. By his standards, Josh Jacobs, that is. Raider Nation, Jason in the building, tops to you. Yeah, running backs, they're not the longevity, because you got to look at it. Just look at the factors of why they're not. Your longevity is rare to get a running back with longevity, because you figure your running backs, when they carry the ball, first level they got to get through 300-pound defensive linemen. Second level they got to get through running the ball 250, 200, between 230, 250-pound linebackers. They take more abuse than any player, I believe, any position on a football team. Running backs, because running backs are what? You'll get running backs that short in stature, might be around 185 on up to like 215, 220. The good stout ones, 225, 230. You get a nice solid one. But 230 still ain't shit against 300. And let's say they're going up against a nose tackle, 330, 340. You know what I mean? Defensive ends, 275, 260. Linebackers, 250, 240, 230. And this is who's landing. And not just one player lands on you when you get tackled. You get like you get the fucking defensive tackle and the defensive end on your ass at the same, bruh. That's damn near that's like 500 pounds right there. And this is every game you play and you carry. And not just that, that's the weighted motherfuckers you go up against. You get past the second level, now you got safeties and corners teeing off at you, coming at you full head of steam. Head-on collision, bam. Running backs take the brunt of all the abuse. That's why they don't last as long as every other position. They get whooped on. They get abused. That's why in the NFL, they constantly looking for the next running back. And now a lot of these colleges go by committee too. Look at where, matter of fact, look where Josh Jacobs came from. A college that was using him in a committee type situation. Zamir White came from Georgia in a committee type situation. See, we're looking at Zamir White being a bell cow. No, that's not what he was doing in college. I don't even think the intentions was that with fucking Josh Jacobs to be a bell cow. I think they want to run rotation. Keep fresh running backs out there. Boom, boom. Keep hitting the motherfucking team with them. Keep hitting them. Why else would you go draft 2 fucking running backs? 2. Zamir White, Britton Brown, and not to mention some Sincere McCormick that you stashed away on the injury list. So you have 3 fucking running backs ready to come out and go this year. You gonna have 3 running backs and just let Josh Jacobs get all the carries? So you got running backs taking off a roster spot because you know you only can dress down, 46? Can only dress down 4 a game. So out of 46 players, you want to have 4 running backs. So that leaves you with only 42 spots for special teams, offense, and defensive players to dress down game day. No. No. Ryan Lewis. A lot of teams did that. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, a lot of teams went by committee. Shit, back in the day, remember it was the 2-headed monsters, Thunder and Lightning. Don't forget don't act like we didn't have McFadden and Bush. That was your Thunder and Lightning. Hell, what round wasn't Pacheco the running back with Kansas City? Wasn't he a late round pick? Like I said, these running backs is deep as fuck coming out of college because of the fact that a lot of these fucking colleges go by committee. So there's a lot more running backs to draft. You don't need a star running back like that no more. It's going to cost you a lot of money. When I can get the same production out of 3 running backs as I can out of 1 great one. And not even pay half of what that motherfucker did. You know what I mean? Like I said, look at New York. Well, what's his name? Yeah, hell of a running back. How many Super Bowls have he got in New York Giants? You know what I mean? And then when he got hurt, then what? Look, you even become expendable, such as the running back from the Dallas Cowboys. Has he signed with anybody yet? Oh, half shirt ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Raider Kush in the building. Tops to you. Holly, what's the deal, Holly? Top of the morning, D Minutes. What is the deal, man? Tops to you as well. Thank you for being here. But yeah, man, it's the days of having just one running back. Them days is gone, bruh. You know what I mean? Take off this hat, 'cause I'm gonna start getting hot, boy, for real. Them days is gone. You look at all these teams, man. They got backs, plural. You know what I mean? Plural. They're deep. You know what I mean? They got running backs, and I mean I understand that because they take punishment. You gotta have you a spare running back. They take fucking punishment. Chris, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody watching. If this is your first time here, please do me a solid. All I ask for with my sick ass is to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like. Everything else is up to you. You can leave a comment. You can share it. You can hit the notification bell. Whatever you feel like doing, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I would like to have y'all support, though. Not y'all that already, you know what I mean, subscribe, but those who haven't, that's watching from afar, you know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. It don't cost a dime. It don't cost $1. You know what I mean? You fighting against doing something for free and then go over to the next channel giving out $1 million super chats just so a motherfucker will read what the fuck you said. Hey, handle your business. Yeah, man. I'm about to get off of here, y'all. 7:30. I'm about to go hit this bed, man. I need to rest up. Like I said, I'm going to be amped up on Saturday because not only is the big fight on Saturday, I know we're that much closer to the draft. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to wear a condom when Thursday get here, boy. I'll be walking around just skeeting on everything for no reason. Like this motherfucker going around priming the walls. Shooting primer. Shooting primer on the walls. You feel me? I gotta go ahead and tie the tip of my dick with some ribbon. with some yarn. So I don't get to skeeting on myself. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I thank y'all for pulling up. Like I said, we're gonna dry it. It's gonna dry out right now, y'all. This is where it's gonna dry out before it get moist again. You feel me? Thursday. God dang it. Are you telling me a week from tomorrow is going down? Bruh. I need to go ahead and get together with all the guys, all the NWA guys, because we're supposed to be doing a big ass live draft together where we all go live together at the same fucking time. Man, that's gonna be so lit to get everybody's opinion. Then when the picks come in, we could just talk about the shit. Oh, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. That's gonna be dope. I would love to. I can't wait for that shit to go down. But yeah, man, thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Sorry I didn't take an hour, man, but like I said, I'm about to hit this bed. I'm gonna get me some tea with no caffeine in it. Give me some green tea. Help relax these motherfucking this throat. You know what I mean? And give me some rest, man. And I will see you guys tomorrow, Thursday. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. So yeah, man, thank y'all, man, for pulling up. It's a pleasure to have y'all here. This is Raiders Allegiance. I'm Lunatic Raider, and I thank y'all. This is Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast with yours truly. I will see you guys tomorrow, same Raider time, same Raider channel right here. Raiders Allegiance. There I go. I'm out, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be safe. Make it back to your loved ones, man, and enjoy your Wednesday. Hump day, baby. I'm out.